Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Nature Journal. Today I'm going back to Holyford Woods and that should now be in fantastic full swing of spring. It's my favourite time of the year is May and we can already see all of the greenery, there's butterflies and birds everywhere and I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you. So let's go. The hedgerows are looking wonderful right now. This is one of my favourites. It's called green alkanet and it's in among all this cow parsley here. Now the ash trees have started to come into leaf too, so we pretty much got green on every single tree now, with the ashes last to really leaf up. This video is going to be extended on my Patreon and patrons are going to be experiencing a lot of this walk with me with commentary. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, you can find the link to my Patreon in the description below. I think this is a fledgling blackbird. I hope that it's going to be confident enough to get back into the air soon. I'm in the woods now and it's a little bit cooler in here, but there's far less wind. Look down here. Do you remember just a few months ago we were looking down into last year's brown autumn leaves really decomposing and the very beginnings of a few little patches of green. These are the newest hart's tongue ferns. See the little curl on their tips. They're almost fully extended now. And together with the bracken they really contribute to this wonderful green that we're seeing here now. And there's a lot of insect life now. These bees are really enjoying the red campion. And here we've got horsetail ferns, and I was making ink with those in last month's ink making video, so if you haven't seen that, make sure you go and look for it. You can find these plants in the UK in a lot of these kind of wet areas. And they're fascinating plants. And they make a wonderful colour of terracotta ink too. You see them here. They're growing out of the shallows. And this is Bugle. It's a really lovely woodland flower. And it's growing all along the edges of the paths now. Now if you've heard of the concept of a temperate rainforest, wet woodlands like this, it really feels like one today. It's very humid down here, very wet and very warm. With this bracken. And there the foxgloves are growing tall now. So next month there should be foxglove flowers to show you. You see these on the leaves. That's the remainder of the buds. So the buds we've been looking at all winter, now just dropping off. And the leaves are so fine and new, they're like crumpled butterfly wings. They'll fill out and get stronger as the season goes on. This seems to be a good time to remind you that I'm visiting this woods once a month throughout 2022. In the description below I will also link all of the other videos so you can see how this woodland has progressed from January through to May. And here in the more shaded areas the bluebells are a little bit behind, so we can still see how glorious they were on the sunnier slopes. The wild garlic is finishing now, and there's a really sort of strong smell of over-egged wild garlic. It's starting to seed now. And the leaves are really finished, you wouldn't want to eat them now. These leaves are something else that we're going to be looking out for as we come into summer. These are woundwort leaves. And they're going to grow tall and flower in a month or two's time. Yield and nettles are starting to take over. Time to start watching your legs again around the paths, especially when you always wear shorts in summer like I do. Here come some foxgloves. The flowers on the bottom of the flower head are just about starting to pink up and come out. There will be a major feature of June's video from this woods. I'm on my way up to the top of the valley again, so it's time to get up to the bench and the top and take a look and see how that beautiful skyline is that we've been following. And some self-heal here. This is another wonderful summer plant. The area around the benches couldn't look more different either. There's foxgloves and bracken. This ash tree is probably dead. And you know how that makes me really sad, because I've laid here for many years and I had a perfect semicircle of green a few years ago. But there's certainly a lot less sky now than there was back in January when I laid here, but a lot more birdsong. I really hoped you enjoyed looking through Holyford Woods with me in May. Isn't it amazing how the woods have changed? Just a reminder to check out the description, there's links to my Patreon and also the older videos from the woods, so you can watch the changes in this woodland as we move from winter through to spring. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please do, it really helps me out, and give the video a like and a comment, let me know what you enjoyed seeing in this month's walk. So thank you so much for watching this one. And next time I'll be back in the studio again creating another nature journal page based on today's walk. I'll see you next time.